Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Awesome. I'm loving the energy in the room. I'm loving the energy in the room. I'm on 5 panels this week, but I have to say this event is probably the event I've been looking forward to the most. It was a year and 3 months ago for now that we started. The Vision Council started the Open Your Eyes auction, and it was an amazing auction where 15 artisanal frame designers donated one-of-a-kind frames. And we auctioned them off over a week, and we donated the funds to various charitable organizations that support diversity, equity, and inclusion. After a week, those 15 frames generated $40,000 in sales. And thank you all for participating. Thank you for reposting. Thank you for bidding and everything. But imagine that, 15 one-of-a-kind frames generating $40,000 in sales. Now, it was amazing to donate that money to those causes. But as I'm donating $40,000, I was like, man, I wish there was a cause that we had in our industry, in our profession, that really supported diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I remember walking down the street, and I get these moments a lot just walking and my AirPods on, and I'm walking down the street in Soho, and I say, I got it. And I FaceTime my good friend Fernell Walker right there. It got so noisy, I ducked into Salima Optique, and I said, let me take this call there. I said, wouldn't it be great, Fernell, if we can launch a scholarship that supported underrepresented minorities in our profession? And we can stick with the name, Opening Your Eyes. And let's start off with, what do you think, Fernell, opticianry? And then move into other parts of the industry. And then after that, I said, well, let me call my good friend Debbie Bartlett. I said, Debbie, what do you think? And she co-signed it. And I called my good friend Leonard Atkins. What do you think, Leonard? And then he co-signed it. And I realized at that minute, we didn't have everything together, but just that one idea could make a huge change in this industry. So 7 months ago now, the Vision Council launched the Opening Your Eyes Scholarship. And we started off with an auction, and we fundraised, and we said, how can we be able to reach out to different areas and high school seniors and recent grads to expose them to this beautiful profession of opticianry? I'm happy to say, everybody, within 6 months, we raised, because of you, over $330,000 in funds to support this cause. So thank you all. Amazing. And it's hard to think, just like really 7 months ago, this started, and here we are at Vision Expo West, and we have 6 of the 7 recipients with us here today. So welcome to the first class of Opening Your Eyes. So great to be here. We had a great selection team, Leonard, Fernell, Dibby, members from the industry, members from the retail profession, and we looked at each and every application that came in, and we looked at everyone as an individual. We didn't go ahead and say, well, this is what everything needs to be. We realized that although GPA is very important, it doesn't tell the whole story sometimes. So we look at everyone. Well, that really wasn't the case, because everyone that applied had at least a 3.0 GPA, so you all were taking your studies very seriously. So we know that, but also the stories that you submitted. Now, we think about what does underrepresented minorities mean in our profession. Well, according to recent stats, about 74% of licensed dispensing opticians identify as Caucasian or white, 11% identify as Hispanic or Latinx, 5.5% as Black or African American, and 4.3% as Asian. So we look at that group there, Hispanic, Latinx, Black, African American, as well as Asian, and that's what we look at as being underrepresented minorities. And even that number, we have Dr. Purcell here, that's a little different from optometry, isn't it, Dr. Purcell? We're looking at especially the number of the representation from the Asian community as well. So, but needless to say, there was definitely some need for a lot of inclusion representation. And shout out again to my good friend Leonard from Atlanta, who had a huge part in that as well. So, excellent. We had the opportunity to read some amazing stories, and although we can't share all of them with you today, we thought we can at least give you the tidbits of at least one story as well. We got this story, and we're going to play the video in just a minute. We got the story, a submission from a gentleman out of Connecticut named Aaron. Now, you guys have never met Aaron before, but once you do meet Aaron, I'm pretty sure that you will never forget him. He's quite exceptional. So I could talk to you about what his story is, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and just, let's play the video to see a little bit of Aaron's story. So I want to go ahead and play that video.
If someone didn't give me a bicycle,
I think we're missing sound.
the kindness of the stranger changed my life.
Can we rewind that to the beginning so we get the entire moment?
My name is Aaron, and I'm from Zambia. I wouldn't be here in the United States if someone didn't give me a bicycle. The kindness of the stranger changed my life. My name is Aaron, and I'm from Zambia. I am studying at EYE2EYE. This is my senior year.
My name is Tedino Seko, and I'm going to Wheeler High School in Northeast Donington, Connecticut.
I have been to many schools in Zambia, but unfortunately, every time when it's a month end or after 2 months, they chase me out from school because my parents couldn't afford paying me school fees. I was one of the lucky kids who got into Chikumbuso, and I have friends who drop out from school because their parents couldn't afford paying their school. So, to me, it's truly a great gift and a pleasure to be at Chikumbuso.
I was 8 when I went to Chikumbuso. My family couldn't afford to pay for my school fees. It was very hard for mom to feed us. I had food there at the school, not only being educated, but also even filling my belly. We have so many kids who are not going to school. We have so many kids who are going hungry, and I was one of them. So for me to be there, it was really a blessing.
So it used to take me 2 hours walking one way to school, then another 2 hours walking one way back to school. I didn't have enough time to read or to study. I only have just a little time to do my schoolwork. Receiving the bicycle has truly changed my life. I wanted to quit school, but for the bike, I stayed in school up to date now. It's given me hope.
During our course of education, 2 miracles happened. Aaron got a bike, and then we met Sabrina.
At first, I was a little bit nervous how our community would accept the boys coming here. North Stonington is located in southeastern Connecticut. It's a very small rural town, mostly dairy farms. The houses are few and far between. Our population is about 9,000, and we graduate about 50 kids in our high school. When I met Teddy and Aaron and got to know them a lot better, I asked them to share their stories. And not only did they share their stories, but their dreams. And I knew that they were very special young men, and I wanted to help them in some way realize their dreams.
I was really nervous when I first came here, but immediately when I entered the entrance, I saw a banner on top of the entrance written, "Welcome Teddy and Aaron," and it was signed by most of the students here. They put their signs. So I was kind of relieved seeing that, and I was so impressed that, wow, this is going to be great.
I first heard that these 2 kids from like Zambia were coming to our school. I'm like, where the heck is Zambia? I wanted to go meet these dudes, see how different they were from me, and I wanted to really connect with them.
I was amazed at how well they transitioned right from the start. And right from the beginning, they wanted to learn everything they possibly could. They asked many questions. They were the last to leave the room. They just wanted to soak up as much as they possibly could. Their work ethic was just unbelievable right from the start.
Everyone was so nice to us, including the teachers. So that keep us going.
We debate with friends, we talk politics, and sometimes we make fun of each other, and we laugh. I feel really comfortable with everyone.
I will not be surprised when I read about them, when I hear from them doing unbelievable things.
My dream is to be a doctor, an eye surgeon now. By doing an eye surgeon, I think it's giving hope to someone.
My goal is to become a public defender, seeing the challenges that our people are facing in our country, where the rights are not respected, and I just feel like there is something missing, and that thing which is missing, I think it's me. Giving a bike to a kid to use for education, it's really amazing. It's a blessing that you keep up, because the education that you are giving them won't be stolen away from them. They'll be using that forever. They'll change the life of another. giving someone an opportunity of education is to continue helping in changing the world.
I see we had to share with you. We couldn't keep this story to ourselves. We really felt the industry needed to hear this. Got an opportunity to see in the video, but do you guys want to meet Aaron? Yeah, pretty good. Aaron, why don't you come join me on stage? Yeah, you feel free. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. They got a microphone for you. One there? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
So this is your first Vision Expo, huh?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. How are you enjoying the show so far?
So far, so good. I never expected it to be this big. Yeah, it is.
Wait till he gets us on a non-COVID year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. So, Aaron, you're from Zambia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think most people probably have never been to Zambia. So, tell us a little bit about this beautiful place. Tell us about where it is, a little bit about the culture, the people, what you miss about Zambia.
Well, Zambia is located in the southern region of Africa. And Zambia has got 72 languages and 73 tribes. So like each tribe speaks its own languages. But yeah, to me, like when I share the story, they get surprised how do people get along with all these languages. So the main official language is English, the British English. And people do get along because we have like the Zambian motto, say one Zambia, one nation. Despite our differences in languages, we all should come together as one. And Zambia is also known for its wildlife. Like we have the safaris, the national parks, the Victoria Falls. And the most activity that they do there, like it's mining, the copper mining. I think it's the second African major producer of copper. So that's what's most of it.
Sounds like a beautiful place.
Yeah, indeed. And the things that I miss most about Zambia is definitely my family, more especially my mom. I'm my mama's boy, so I miss her. And the people, of course, the culture too.
I'll tell you, when everything progresses, you have to promise us to take us all to Zambia and show us around.
Oh, sure, definitely. That would be great.
That'd be great, right? Definitely. Sure. So your video, which was really good, thank you for sharing that video because you didn't have to do that.
Oh,
you mentioned getting that bicycle. It was life-changing and a miracle for you. How did your life change after you got that bicycle?
Oh, my life changed in so many ways. Like I said in the video, I almost quit school because I was getting tired of walking every day, back and forth, in the rain too, the hot season. So like the bike, when I received the bike, it just gave me hope of keeping going. It's a reminder for me, like whenever I want to get distracted or want to quit something, I always think back that there's something much bigger lies ahead of me. So the bike, I wouldn't be here. Like even here, I never thought of coming to Las Vegas or meeting Taris or Professor Brian there. He's my teacher. Thank you. And true indeed, yeah, it has changed my life.
It's amazing. So you were very interested in eye care when you came to this country. What was it that got you just interested in this field?
Initially, when I was in Zambia, like my dream was just to be a doctor. I didn't know what type of doctor, just a doctor in general. So at school where I went in Zambia, Chikumbuso, we usually receive visitors from the United States. They came like volunteer at the school. So I made a friend. He lives in Washington, D.C. So I shared my story with him. He shared that his mom she's a doctor. So I said, oh, wow, I want to be a doctor too. So before he left, he gave me a book. The title of the book was The Gifted Hands by Dr. Benjamin Carson. So I read the book. I was so much inspired. Then I said, I want to be an eye surgeon. So when I came here, my host parent, the husband to Sabrina, he's in the Lions Club. So Lions Clubs, they do much with the eye, helping the vision. So I talked to him, then I asked him, what about those doctors who help the eye with eyes? So those are ophthalmologists. So he had a connection with Middlesex, the guy who was in charge with the optician program. So they knew each other. So they said, you might as well like go and shadow the guy, you see how it's like being there. So that's where I've said Middlesex when I was in high school. After that, my goal was just to be a doctor. And when I was done with high school, I applied to a Three Rivers Community College, where I got my associate degree in liberal arts and sciences. But after that, I want to pursue my education, like to be a doctor. So I had no another way but to be an optician.
So that's interesting. So your future goal is, your long-term goal is to be an ophthalmologist,
Yes.
right? Eye surgeon. So how do you feel like opticianry will lead you to your future goal of ophthalmology?
No. So the idea right now is that getting an optician license, then maybe work for a year, then save much money as I can, then able to sponsor myself, like pay for my bachelor's degree. That will lead me to the path to become an ophthalmologist eventually, hopefully.
No, it definitely will. And that's really one thing that we started the scholarship for. Of course, there are people in the scholarship who will become very successful opticians, and they will flourish in that profession.
Indeed.
But also, we think about underrepresentation in eye care. How do we get someone of a person of color into the field of optometry and ophthalmology? Well, opticianry is a pipeline, isn't it? We're creating this pipeline to other professions, other fields within our industry. And I think having you here, Aaron, just says that. Switching gears, I have to ask you one question, because I know your story. You and I have spoken a few times. We're going to witness, everybody here will witness your continuation of your story. How's Teddy doing?
Teddy's doing good. Me and him, we go back. I met him in 2009 at the same school. So right now he's doing that civil engineering. He had an opportunity to go to a four-year college. And last week I went to pick him up from his campus. He came for the weekend. And I was supposed to take him on Sunday. But on Sunday, he's training for the marathon. So he ran 20 miles. So he's doing that like to fundraise money for Chikumbuso, the school that we went to. So it's doing great right now.
I love both of your stories. You know, you guys are doing this, and you talk always about paying it forward and also giving back to others like you. And I think that's what is inspirational. You want to do this for yourself, yes, but there's other people you want to do this for as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. You said something in your video. We said a lot of things in your video that was very inspiring. One thing really stuck out towards the end. I'm going to read it. You said, giving someone the opportunity of an education will help them change the life of another. So, continuing on, how do you feel pursuing your education in opticianry and then your future education in ophthalmology? How do you think this will give an opportunity to others?
I believe that we are all here like to make a difference in someone's life. We have to play a part in making someone's life a little bit better. So, like, my goal is to get my education here, then eventually I wish to go back home and help the people there. Like, it's the way of giving back to the community and making just a difference in someone's life and remembering what has been done to me. For instance, the Opening Eye Vision Scholarship. So I'd like to see that like continuing, giving hope to someone who is also in need. So that's my aim now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I tell you, Aaron, I have known you for a very short time, and I've got an opportunity to, correspond with you through Zoom. Our first time meeting face to face was today, actually. And I think even looking at ones like, Dibby and Fernell and Leonard, who are all part of the application process, I would definitely say you made a huge difference in our life. And it's just really, really nice to have you here. You're sharing your story. And, Vision Expo 2030, when you're over here lecturing and, you're talking about what you're doing in the field of ophthalmology, we can't wait to see that story going on as well, because we know he's going to be here
Nice.
as well. I want to introduce someone. Do you know Dr. Howard Purcell? He's the president of New England College of Optometry. He's not far from you. He's right there in Boston.
It could be, yeah. Maybe.
But you may want to also, I'm sure he'll come up to you, but he's a good person to know in your area as well. So, But Aaron, I want to thank you for your story. And there are 6 other stories that are very inspirational as well. I'd like to officially invite all the students to the stage. We're going to have you meet them all. So Dia, Melissa, Jaden, Anastasia, John Chris, if you can join us on stage. A few of them will be going to Middlesex with Aaron. Some will be attending school at New York City Tech. Others attending school. Unfortunately, our crew from Georgia Piedmont and Atlanta could not be here, but we have someone going to Georgia Piedmont. And we will be expanding to other markets as well. I know you already got started class, a lot of you. Your scholarship money has gotten to your account, but we wanted to officially present you with your scholarship. So, Fernell, can you bring their official scholarship presentation up here, please? And why don't I'll take one end, and you take the other end for the. All right, you good? And this is the official opening your eyes check for tuition paid in full, and this is just for the first semester. And we look forward to this check getting bigger size-wise and bigger monetary-wise in the future to help change the lives of a lot more students and also change our lives. This is not just something that we're saying that we're helping the students. These students here are helping change our industry. So honestly, if this is how the future of eye care looks, I think we're in pretty good shape, don't you think? Why don't we go over ahead? Why don't you guys all gather in for a photo? Let's see what we do. How we do this? Maybe here's the back. Back here, Aaron. Right here. We'll do students first, and maybe for now we can probably get it. Yeah. Jimmy as well. Dibby, you want to join us for a photo? Fernell, you want to go here? Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you, man. Thanks for sharing that, man. Appreciate it. No, you're better than me. Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all attending this. I think it was really nice for these students to feel welcome in this industry, so we appreciate all of you coming out. They'll be here for a little while, so please come on down front, get a chance to meet them, introduce yourselves, tell them a little bit what you do, and hopefully this is first of many shows and events you'll see them at in the industry. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you.